Thanks for joining us here on this Tuesday at noon. We're starting with some breaking news out of Tennessee, where law enforcement has arrested a man they believe killed 4 family members and attempted to kidnap an infant. This man on your screen, Austin Drummond, was on the run for days near the Tennessee-Western Kentucky border. Investigators believe the 28-year-old knew the 4 victims who were found killed along a wooded road. They included the girl's parents, her grandmother, and 15-year-old uncle. The baby found nearly 40 miles away in a stranger's yard. The manhunt has already resulted in the arrest of 3 other people accused of helping Drummond escape police. The story is still developing, and investigators have not revealed how the family died, but we will keep you up to date on anything that happens throughout the day on WHAS11.com and through the free WHAS 11 News app. As Shelbyville residents recalling the moments after a sheriff's deputy shot and killed a man in an exchange of gunfire. Kentucky State Police investigating that incident, which happened at a home on Blackwell Road around 1 Monday morning. The Shelby County Sheriff's Office responded to what was described as a domestic situation when a man standing outside with a woman grabbed a gun and fired at the deputy. That deputy then returned fire, killing him. A neighbor we spoke to described the aftermath.
I was laying on my couch and I heard pop, 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 pop. And I said, those are gunshots. And it sounded like it was in my front yard. He was very distraught. And I heard him say that he had killed the man. And that's when I looked over and I had seen the man laid out in the garage.
Well, the coroner's office identified that man as 41-year-old Ryan McBride. During the shooting, KSP said at least 1 round fired by McBride hit the deputy's equipment, resulting in a minor injury. He was later released from the hospital. New here at noon, Louisville fires investigating a house fire in the California neighborhood. It happened around 6:30 this morning at a vacant 2-story home off West Kentucky Street. 25 firefighters were able to bring that under control within about 30 minutes. LFD's arson unit is now looking into the cause. Happening today, Louisville Metro Housing's planning out the new Dosker Manor campus and wants your input. The agency is hosting a special design session for the community and residents of Dosker Manor, which is set to be demolished. A new development is set to be built on the site of a former grocery store at Liberty Street in Smoketown. Today's session will focus on the development's design and possible amenities and features. The session begins at 1 o'clock, lasts until about 3 at the Housing Authority's United Building on South 7th Street. 12:02, kind of a quiet afternoon for us in the weather department. We will take that because it is Matthew's birthday.
Oh,
so happy birthday!
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Kind of a restful afternoon.
Yes, it's been a nice, relaxing birthday, so I can't complain. We got a few pop-up showers, so I'm gonna try to push those away for my birthday. No rain on the birthday, but yeah, we do have at least from some nice showers. At least for us on the radar for us right now. Overall, we'll still see likely some showers on the way for us. And as we look outside, feel like temperatures just into the upper 70s. So not too bad outside. Looking downtown, starting to see some sunshine and clouds. And those temperatures into the upper 70s. 80 degrees in Shelbyville, already 84 in Springfield, 81 in Lebanon, and Campbellville at 81 degrees. As we look at some of those weather headlines, we are tracking a drier trend on the way for us just in time for the weekend. And we'll be warming up nicely with some nice sunny skies on the way. As we look at our Max HD radar, like I said, are starting to see some pop-up showers roll in for us. So starting to see those into Frankfort, Shelbyville, and Taylorsville. So could see some heavier showers at times and a few storms pop up for this afternoon. As we look at those dew points, yeah, the humidity is back for us. Most dew points into the upper 60s and lower 70s. Paoli at 72, same case in Jasper, up to Scottsburg as well. So yeah, that humid and warm conditions will be back for the rest of the week. As we look at the hourly planner, we'll be into the low to mid 80s with a few shower chances still on the way for us for this evening. But we do have more scattered showers on the way for your Tuesday and likely for your Wednesday. Gotta be timing out what you can expect coming up in just a few minutes. We'll send it back over to you, Brooke.
All right, thank you, Matthew. Just 2 days left until JCPS students and staff are back in the classroom together, and the district says it's prepared for the first day of school traffic and transportation. JCPS's new superintendent, Dr. Brian Yearwood, met with community and school leaders today at Jacob Elementary to address some of their top concerns. Day one transportation, of course, to and from school, a major topic, especially when it comes to the traffic before and after school hours. JCPS's Chief Operations Officer, Dr. Rob Volk, implored Jefferson County commuters to remain patient amid the back-to-school congestion as our bus drivers get used to even new routes.
Please give grace to drivers that are on the road. The roads will be congested and clogged as everyone gets back into a routine. Our drivers have been practicing now for 2 weeks, running their routes, but obviously there'll be a bit of an adaptation period for traffic patterns around schools. Typically, on the first couple of days of school, we will clear later than we will normally clear, usually around in the 7 o'clock range, to finish out everything. That gets lined out after about 2 to 3 days.
Dr. Gearwood said the district will have enough school bus drivers to cover the first day of school. If you have any questions regarding your child's transportation, you can call the JCPS hotline. That's 485-RIDE. And following the confirmation of a second measles case here in the metro last week, JCPS did address those vaccinations and the spread of disease.
We've got nurse practitioners, our families, our nurse practitioners have held clinics over the summer. We've been doing physicals, we've been doing vaccines, we've had folks at back to school events to do vaccinations, and we've got 2 clinics that run every day during the week. So very important that we make sure that children have access to these services. Their health is fundamental to their learning.
JCPS asks that your kids' vaccinations are up to date. If you don't have access to those services, you can contact the district's health office at 485-3387. Here in Kentucky, class is back in session for Bardstown City Schools today, along with Grayson County Schools. And over in Indiana, the same goes for students in Scott County District 1, Borden-Henryville School Corporation, and Clarksville Community Schools. Taking a deeper look at what's new for some of these districts this year, Clarksville Schools looking forward to a new opportunity for the youngest learners through their Renaissance Early Learning Academy. That's moving kindergartners into their own building. The district said the change will help focus specifically on the needs of early learners and allow for student body growth at Clarksville Elementary. Meanwhile, the 2,700 kids enrolled in Bardstown City Schools are back in class today. District officials said they are looking forward to making use of an old elementary school, which has been converted into a tech and career center. The district will also be making improvements to its middle and high school campus on 5th Street over the next 5 years. This year, Scott County District 1 expected to open a new wellness center with a full-time nurse practitioner at Austin Elementary. The Healthy Eagle Clinic will be free for all students and staff. The official ribbon cutting for that clinic will be this Friday at noon. And for Grayson County, the district is debuting a new app called Stop Finder, providing families information about their students' bus schedules. Grayson County Schools also has been awarded a $15,000 grant from the WHAS Crusade for Children. That funding will help provide sensory rooms to give students with special needs a place for emotional regulation in a sometimes overstimulating school environment. It'll also fund new equipment for students across various schools. And as usual, we want to see your first day photos. You can text them to the number there on your screen. That's 582-7290. And you just might be featured right here on WHAS 11 News at noon. Oldham County students and staff head back to school next Wednesday, and to make sure the district's bus drivers are prepared for anything, they participated in a very realistic crash simulation this morning involving a bus rollover exercise. Our Emma Gefter shares an up-close response from emergency teams out in the field, and a reminder, all a part of training.
Today we did a realistic scenario when it comes to drivers that might be distracted, whether it be phones, children, sporting equipment that can get dislodged. And this just shows that it doesn't matter how good you are, how long you've been here, accidents and emergencies can happen. And this demonstrates the seriousness of always wanting to be prepared and making sure that you are totally focused on the road and making sure the kids get to school safely.
We were tired of the same old thing every year. And we're trying to be creative, and we're trying to keep these drivers on their toes and keep them constantly thinking and not to become complacent.
It felt intense, like, you know, we do this job for a long time. This demonstration has never been done before that I know of anywhere in the state. So just having that demonstration for all the drivers in preparation for the school year, I think is really important.
You know, we get trained for the worst, but I hope I never see this.
I want them to take away, stay focused. We have one of the most important jobs that I feel in the whole district. Although the teachers have these students in the classroom 8 hours, 6 hours a day, we only have them on the bus for 30 to 45 minutes. But when we're out in the real world, accidents can happen. Even though we could be the best trained drivers, other people, you have to factor in all the other outside circumstances.
No matter how long you've been in this job, no matter what your role is, it doesn't matter if you're a bus driver, if you're an administrator, if you're a teacher, we all play a role in helping kiddos succeed, going to school, and stuff can happen, and we always got to be prepared for that.
Oldham County students and staff head back to school next Wednesday.